So just like if you don't have that, you can go back and watch the video. We have passed this place. So today we want to start from Python indentation. So when we are doing a front end, that means that is HTML and CSS. You can see that when we code on our text editor, that is VSC or Sublime Text, we don't really care about our spacing. Even though sometimes we just do some spacing, but we don't really care. We don't care about them. But when you come to Python, spacing is compulsory. The spacing in programming language is called indentation. So you can see that indentation refers to the spaces at the beginning of a code line. Whereas in other programming language, indentation in code is just for people to read it so that they will know, okay, this one is coming after this. But in Python, it's not only for people to read it, it also helps us to group our codes into blocks. That is the use of indentation. So Python obeys indentation. For instance, now let me write this program that is here now. So when indentation is not obeyed in Python, an error will come. And remember that we said that every file or every programming language has an extension. So for Python, it's .py. So this morning I have created a file. I called it solomon.py. That's a Python program. So if I do something like this now, let me see, if 5 greater than 4. So if 5 greater than 4, this is the syntax. For now, don't bother yourself with it. We'll go back, we'll go to it. If I press my enter, you see where my cursor is. My cursor is staying at the middle now, not at the end. So I can say print, today is Thursday, and let me run it now with so to run a Python program in Sublime Text, you either go to your tools and look for build. You look for build here, that's build here. So that's the Sublime Text. So if 5 is greater than...
So how about a video VS Code?
Yes, the visual. Did you watch the video to the end? The last week video. If you go to
No.
Okay, not watch it to the end. So better find a way.
I didn't watch it to the end.
Find a way. Just you can look for the place where we talked about VS Code, how to use in VS Code. I talked about it. You have to go and install an extension, just like we installed Live Server. You will install an extension called Python. When you install it, it will now show a tab that is called Run on your VS Code. So whenever you type you code with Python, you code a Python file, you can just click on that Run. So go and look for extension called Python in VS Code. That place the both extension, type Python, the first one, you install it. After installing it, you will, whenever you finish coding with Python, you will now click on the Run button. So I like using a Sublime Text for Python. So it's not that anything matters, I just like it. So you can see now it's giving my answer. Today is Thursday. But if I push this print now to the end and I run it,
So can you come again? I want to hear you.
Okay. I said if in Python we are talking about indentation, is it not? We are saying that indentation is very important in Python. It's compulsory. It's not like it's optional. Unlike when we did HTML. If you do indentation, no problem. If you don't need indentation, no problem. It's just that indentation helps people to read your code. But in Python, indentation does not only help people to read your code, it helps you to group your work in what we call groups of code, or what we call blocks of code. So this one now is one block. This one we did now is one block. So whenever you are coding in Python and maybe you put a colon, the next thing that will come will not be on the same line with the first one, just like you are seeing now. So if I run this program now, you can see it's saying today is Thursday, which is correct because 5 is greater than 4. So let me do another one now. So I can say else now. Else print today is not Friday. Assuming this now. So let me run this one now. So 5 is greater than, so if I run this code now, 5 is greater than, it will show me that today is Thursday. But let me put like 2 and run it. You will see it will say today is not Friday because they print. Now if I now do the print, I now take the print to the end here and I now run it, there will be an error. And the error is, you can see the name of the error is called indentation error. In Python we have different kinds of error. We have name error, indentation error, and many more errors. So you can see this one now is an indentation error. It's showing us that we made a mistake in our indentation. So, and it's also telling us the line where we have the problem. It said expected an indented block after else. The Abdullah is. Are you there now?
So I lost connection.
Okay. So I guess you're hearing me now.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that, assuming I write this type of code now, if 2 greater than 4, print today is Thursday. Else, that means if 2 is not, you are telling the computer now, if 2 is greater than 4, print that today is Thursday. Else, if 2 is not Thursday now, if 2 is not greater than 4, print today is not Thursday. So if I run my code, you can see, if I run it, it will tell me that today is not Thursday because 2 is not greater than 4. That is correct. But if I bring this print now to the edge here now and run my code, if I run it, I will have an error. It said indentation error. Expected an indented block after the else statement on line 3. So one thing with using, just like we said last week, one thing with using advanced text editors like Sublime Text and VS Code is that it will tell you the line where the error is. So it's telling us now that there should be an indentation after line 3. So you can see the line 3, that's after this else. There should be an indentation here, but we do not do it. That means we will not have an error. But if we now indent it and run our code, you will see that our code will work. So today is not Friday. So to always indent, you use your tab. You can see here that when you look at this place now, you can see my tab, I have set it to size 4. So in both in your VS Code or your Sublime Text, usually the standard is 4. That means one tab means 4 spacing. That means when you click your space bar 4 times, it's the same thing as one tab. So usually I prefer using that. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the same thing as pressing my tab once. It takes it the same place. So usually I prefer using that tab size, which is the default 4, but you can set your own to 3, 2, anything. But for better this thing, I usually recommend you use 4. So that is the importance of indentation in Python. So that's that. Okay. Another thing we say we'll talk about today is what is called variables. So I just want to introduce it before we go to the keynote. Variables. So when we say variables are where we store something. We look at variables like a house, where we store something. In back-end programming and in things like JavaScript, you must have what is called a container. Just like I have a port now. Yes, Solomon, please, you can mute yourself so that we have started. So just mute yourself and be listening. Thank you. So when we have variables act like container, just like in mathematics. So you can see here now a variable. Now this variable, we call it x, and it is containing a number, the number 5. you can see we have another variable again we called y. It's containing the word hello world. So variables are container where we store things, and we can store, you know that when you have something like a pot now, we can put rice inside a pot, we can put rice and beans, we can put rice, beans, and maybe plantain. So a variable can contain more than one type of what we call data type. So it can contain a number, can contain ABCD like this now. This is what is called a string or text, as we saw in a HTML. So it can contain number, a string, and other things that can be contained inside a variable. So we'll talk about it just in a jiffy. I just want to introduce these topics. So another thing is Python comments. Please, Abdullah, you can mute yourself, please. Or Solomon, you can mute yourself, please, so that you just be listening. We are getting a callback from your listen. Please mute yourselves. When I ask a question, you can now on your mic. Yes, I say mute yourself. Mute yourself. You can still hear me, but I will not be getting the background voice from you. Please. Thank you very much. So when you now go to the next one is comments. What is now comment? We would not do comment actually in what do you call it in HTML, but comments are very, very important. Comment helps programmers. Number one, it helps you when you are coding to know what each code block is doing. For example, I can have maybe 200 lines of code. I will break them down. What is this part doing? I will put a comment there. This part is doing this thing. This part is doing this thing. That comment, that is what is useful. Now, comments are not read by the processor. That means when you run your code, the comment will not be run. Just the comment is there just to tell, just like a signboard to tell you what is happening here. Are we okay now? Are we okay? You can on your mic. And if there is less noise in your background, you can on your mic, so that I will know that.
Yes.
All right. So Abdullah, you can on your mic, so I will know. All right. So you can see that that's the importance of comment. Now, another importance of comment again is, if you, for example, now when you now start growing now and become a developer, you don't work alone. You work with group of people. Maybe you're working with a company like Google now, like Facebook. They have thousands of developers. So they work in what is called collaboration. They work in group. So when you are working, you have to put comments so that somebody else that is not there with you will know, okay, this thing, this code here now, see what it's doing. This code here now, see what it's doing, and this one, see what it's not doing. That's the meaning of comment. That's the importance of comments. So in Python, to start comment, we use the hashtag. You can see it there. So it does not run. So let me go and try one in my code now. So in Python, we use the hashtag. So I can put it here now. Let me put it here. So hashtag, I will say this code is used to test numbers. I can just do this. So if I run my code again now, you can see what my output here, my answer is. Today is not Friday because 2 is not 4. You can see this first line now was not run, and when you look at it from advanced test editors, you can see the color is a gray color. So gray color means that it's just a comment. It will not show in the output, but it's only for the programmer that can see, the programmers or the programmer. So you just there to help you. So if I can do another code now, let's say let me do another code again, or let me copy this one now. If I copy this one now, and let me paste this one now, so I can change the what do you call it again? I can say if 9 greater than 4, print this. Okay, this code is used to test numbers for the second time. So if I run this program now, you can see the first one is today is not Friday because 2 is not greater than 4. The second one, because 9 is greater than 4, so it will say today is Thursday. But you can see that the two comments we are not shown, because comments don't show to the user or the person using the website or the software or the game. Just like the games you play, there are comments when the people were activating them, but for you that is using it, you will not see it except the programmer. So comments helps a lot, and I will advise you, as we start now, you start learning how to use comments. It's very, very important. Learn how to use comment. Please let me connect somebody that just joined. So comments are very, very important. They are very, very important. Any question there, Muhammad, before I go to the actual note?
No, sir.
All right. So Solomon and Thomas, any question? You can on your mic. You are muted. You can unmute your mic. Any question? Heritage Jojo,
No.
Okay. Heritage Jojo, are you with us? Heritage Jojo.
Yes, I'm with you guys, sir.
Okay, you are coming late. Oh, you are 26 minutes past. So please, next time you have to be working with time. All right. So we continue from where we stopped last week. So we have talked about indentation this morning. Maybe later you can watch the video in YouTube, and the part you missed, because we'll not be going back and forth for anybody that just joined. So we have talked about indentation. That indentation is very, very important in Python. Spacing is very, very important in Python. Unlike in our HTML, which you can do it or you don't do it, but in Python is compulsory. If you don't do it, your program will not work. So this morning I want to tell us something. That is let my listen load first. What I call best practices. How to learn to code. So can you read this thing for me? Or Solomon, any one of you that can read it. Abdullah, have read something. Can you read what you are saying?
Like anything you try.
How to learn to code. Like anything you try for
No,
the first time.
Abdullah, you have read.
It's always
Sorry.
best to start with.
Abdullah, you have read. Let Heritage read. Heritage, continue.
How to learn to code.
Okay.
Like anything you try for the first time, it's always best to start with the basics. So begin with the first chapters and resist the urge to skip ahead to the later chapters.
Okay.
No one can play an orchestral symphony the first time they pick up an instrument. Students pilots don't start flying a plane before they understand the basic control. Gymnasts aren't usually able to do backflips on their first try. If you jump ahead too quickly, not only will the basic ideas not stick in your head, but you also find the content of the later chapters more complicated than it actually is. As we go through this book, try each of the examples so you can see how they work. There are also programming puzzles at the end of most chapters for you to try, which will help improve your programming skills. Remember that the better you understand the basics, the easier it will be to understand more complicated ideas later on. When you find something frustrating or too challenging, here are some things that I find helpful. 1. Break a problem down into smaller pieces. Try to understand Try to understand what a small piece of coding is doing, or think about only a small part of a difficult idea. Focus on a small piece of code rather than trying to understand the whole thing at once. 2. If that still doesn't help, sometimes it's best to just leave it. Just leave it alone for a while. Sleep on it and come back to it another day. This is a good way to solve many problems, and it can be particularly helpful for computer programmers.
Thank you very much. So just like an advice, I some people when they start learning like this, they want to, well, what we are seeing something online, we are seeing something that this one is doing. You will have the urge to be going to learn things that you have not been taught. As somebody that is learning, and according to your age now, is very, very good that you follow it chapter by chapter. That's why I said we posted the first video, so you should go and take your time and watch it. You can buy night subscriptions in the night by 10, 11, 15 naira. You can buy 500 naira and 500 MB, and you use it to watch those things. Now, whatever we are doing, make sure you are following it one by one as we are starting from the basics. If you say you want to jump, maybe you want to go and learn something ahead, you will miss the basics, and when you miss the basics, it will take you time to get them back. You will not have problem in the future, just like somebody that jumped JSS1, JSS2 and entered JSS3, so you want to do SS1. When you now enter SS1, SS2, he will now start saying small things that you're supposed to know that he did not know. That's a problem. So that's the advice. Another advice is, when you are coding, there's one problem coders or programmers usually have. You can run into a problem and you will have, just like we did that time, and have an error. You can have an error and you try looking for where the problem is coming from. You are not seeing it. The first thing is, break the program into pieces. Break them into pieces. You can divide them into files or whatever, copy them somewhere else and be trying them, and so that you can know where the problem is coming from. When you see, sometimes you say Facebook will say, or WhatsApp will say, upgrade to the new one. When they say upgrade to the new version now they release, you will not see where they write bugs fixed. Those things are some errors that have been happening in the program before, but they have been looking for ways to solve them. They did not solve them before, but they have found ways now to solve them. So when we have an error in a program, we call them bugs. B-U-G-S, bugs. That's an error in a program. The program can be running, but there is an error. So to solve those things, you break your program into pieces. Now, if the breaking that into pieces is not working, the one I usually use is this one, the second one, to have a nap, sleep over it. I wrote a program one day. I think it took me like 3 days. I slept like 3 days, like working on it. It did not work. I have to sleep like 3 days before the answer came to me in the bathroom. It was in the bathroom that I got inspiration on what to do. So you should not force yourself. When it's not working, just close the system, close the bag, take some tea or coffee and sleep. So that's very, very important. So having said that, let's go now to the topic of today's now. Those topics we just open up. So the first one is Python comments. I guess you are with me.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the first one here is Python comments. You can see that comments can be used to explain Python code. That is what I said before, that comments they are very, very important. They help to explain Python code. So when you are writing a code, the comments will help so that people will know, oh, this part of the code, look at what it's doing. This part of this code, you can see here now, this is a comment. So this one is telling us this code is used to test numbers. Sure. Okay, let me change this one. I can say, let me say, it's used to test age of students. So when I see this thing, maybe later when I come to my program, I will know, okay, this part now, this particular area now, this particular area, what is it doing? Is testing numbers. Why this particular area now, what is it doing? This one is testing age. So comments are very, very important. They make your program, they explain your program. Number two, again, they make your program more readable, so that even somebody that is not you now, maybe somebody that is not too big or very good like that in programming, can even understand your code just while just reading your comments, can understand what your code is doing. A novice can just understand what your code is doing if you look onto your code. And nothing again is that comments helps in testing code, just like I've talked about bugs. When you are doing what is called debugging means you have a bug, which is an error in your program. So you want to know where the error is. So the process of doing that thing is called debugging. So you want to know where is this error coming from. So Python comments will help. So the comments, as the comments have helped you now, you can copy them out separately and understand what each part is doing. So we now said in Python, how do we create a comment? How do we create a comment? We create a comment using the hashtag. The hashtag, you can see it there. So you can see it on red. That's a hashtag. So whenever you see any line of code you write with hashtag, is a comment, whether it is 10,000 lines. If it starts with a hashtag, is a comment. So you can see here now, we have, this is a comment, print hello world. So you can see the comment is usually in another color. So I can go, let me work on that too. So let me work on that now. Let me just start it. So this is a comment for our class today. So I will now say, okay, I want to print hello students, how are you? And I want my program. So you can see the hello students, how are you? But you can see the comment there. So it started with a hashtag. If I remove the hashtag, there will be an error, because Python will say, I don't understand what is happening. As you see now, as I remove the hashtag, Python has colored all of them now, but it still do not understand what I'm doing, because in Python you don't just write anything. So if I run this program now, there will be an error. You can see this one is called syntax error. The first one we saw was what? What is the name of the first error we saw? Yes, the first error we saw.
Indentation error.
So we saw indentation error. Indentation error is when you don't do your spacing very well. So this second one now is syntax error. That means syntax means the English or the grammar, not English. The grammar is not correct. So that's why, and it's telling us the line in line 15, and you check it, you can see it. That's why we like advanced text editors. It's telling us there's an error there. But if I push my syntax, look at it here, syntaxerro. You can see it. So when you use your Sublime text like this or your VS Code, down you will see they will write the name of the error and tell you where the thing is coming from. So it's telling us that it's in line 15. So that's the meaning of that. So we have seen indentation error and syntax error too. So I put my comment this in back and I run my code again. So you can see there will be no error. There will be no error. So comments are very, very important. Okay. So now as I place the comment on top, I can also place it down. It does not mean that I must always place it on top. So I can still copy this my comment and paste it and do it by the side. So it's same thing. It will work. So it's the same thing. You can see it as I run the code will also work. Nothing happens. So you can place it on top here, or you can place it down here. Anywhere you want it, you are still correct. All right. So you can see the next thing there is a comment does not have to be text that explains the code. It can also be used to prevent Python from executing code. Now what this means is that, assuming I'm creating a website now, like now I'm working on a website now. Assuming I'm working on that website now, and the person that asked you to create a website, so maybe at the end of this program, by God's grace, everybody will create a personal website for yourselves. So you create a personal website that people can come and see you. So you're supposed to have a website. Everybody's supposed to have a website at the end of this program. So in that website now, you might say, I want to write a message for my birthday, and my birthday is not.
So I have a question.
Yes, what's the question?
So how can you monetize
your what?
How can you monetize your website?
Your website, your personal website, or your personal website, you don't monetize it. It's just used to sell
like
you.
You want to make a.
We have two ways. You have monetizing website means you are now a website developer, just like you are learning now. So when you now finish learning now, what you will now do now, you start developing websites for people. People will come to you as a website developer. They will give you money. You will not develop website for them. Just like that your school website we saw that day. It was people that developed it. Those people your school paid them. They paid them around 200, 300, 400, depending on the size and the quality of the website. Pay 300, 400,000 for one website.
Sir, how much do they pay people to monetize a website?
Please, I'm answering that question. Can you just listen to what I'm saying? I'm just saying it now. Let's leave the monetizing part. We are not doing the monetizing part for now. We said we have two ways now. When you finish learning now, you become a web developer, and you can have your company, just like my company now, Brainees Academy. We also develop website for people. So when somebody pay me now, I will develop a website for the person, and I'm off, I collect the money and off, the person can also pay me again to be maintained. That's what we call website maintenance. That means I'll be helping the person to maintain the website. So that's how you monetize. But the one we're talking about, I said you're going to do at the end of the program, is your personal website. Just like, so that when people come online and type your name, they can see your name on Google search. You understand? Your personal website. That's the one I'm talking about. It's your personal website I'm talking about. Just like if you, the one I'm doing now, we're just doing it for part. I'm using to train some guys. It's just what's the name? I think Brainees Academy.ga. So this is the website I'm using to teach some people that have gone over you guys. So this is a website now. This one is just an individual website for maybe you have it for your small business. So you can see it now. So this is a simple website you can create. You can see our program here, the one we did. So you can see it. You can see it. So that's the website. That's this one. You create something like this. This is a personal something that somebody can come. Maybe so as you want to be a website developer now, somebody can come here now and say, okay, please, I want you to design a website for me, create this type of website for me, create that type of website for me, and you will not put something like a form. This is called a form. The person will not fill it up and say, please, I want this type of website and all those types. So later we'll talk about form in HTML. So just wanted to show you an example of website. So let's still go back to what we are doing. So that's the monetizing part. But for now, remove your mind from monetizing part. Learn what you are learning and develop yourself. So the monetizing aspect, you will start getting money from it. It's very, very lucrative. And even as you go, some of you will like to study computer engineering, computer science. Somebody called me yesterday that he want to study cyber security. So it's very, very important, especially in this model. Like we said, it's very important that everybody have computer skill. Even though you want to be a medical doctor, it's very good you have a computer skill. So let's go to another thing now. It's called multi-line comments. Multi-line comments. We said Python does not only have a syntax for multi-line comments. That means you don't do something like this in Python. Where is that my Sublime test? Assuming I want to use the up one. If I type the next thing down, it's no longer the comment because it's another line. Remember we said Python now understand each line as a statement or an instruction. So if I want it, there should be an error. There should be an error in this line now. You can see there is an error, name error. He said this HHH, we don't understand it. Let me change it to something that we know. Let me say I am coming. So if I want it, he said it's an invalid syntax. It's a syntax error. So it does not. So that means if I want to make this line again, comment again, I have to put hash again. You can see if I make it hash again, it will not be an error. So that means if you want to write maybe 10 lines of comments, you have to be putting hash, which that is very, very hard. That is very, very hard. So to solve that problem, what we do is to solve this problem. Now let me write another one now. We like Brainees Academy. So let me copy this now. So to solve this problem, we use what is called. So I can just remove this first one, remove this second one, remove this third one. And what I will do is, since I want to write my comment, I want it to be long. I don't want, if it is short, you can just use this hashtag. But if you want it to be long, maybe it's just you want to talk much things, you can use quotation mark 3 times. So I use it 3 times here. 1, 2, 3. I also come to the end again. I also use it 3 times. 1, 1, 2, 3. So you can see it now. My code will run without a problem. You can see it. If I clean this now, let me cut that now. Let me cut this now. So if I cut this now and run my code, you can see it. Okay, I did not clean one something. I hope you get what I just said now. So if you want to write a longer comment, you use quotation mark 3 times at the opening and 3 times at the end where you want to. So I can continue to write. I can continue to write. Let me bring it down. I can say I like beans. I like beans and mango. I can continue to write. So you can see my comment still continues. Nothing. I will not have an error. But if I want to use this hashtag, I will be typing it line by line, line by line. I will type it here. I will type it line by line. So that one is for, usually when you use the hashtag is when you have your comment is just one line. But if your comment is multi-line, that means 2, 3, 4 lines, you can use this quotation mark 3 times. I hope you got what I just said now.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I've explained this part now. Okay, so let's do.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's do this exercise now. So I want to do this exercise now. So you will go to your Sublime tests. You will print your name and print today's date. And okay, no, you print your name. That's your first name. You print your last name and print your the name of your school. And you will call the comments biodata. This is my biodata. This is my information. So you will do it for single.
Sir, please come again.
Just your biodata, your name, that's first name, surname, and the name of your school. First name, surname, and so you can print them out now, but put a comment on top. Put a comment on top. You will put a comment for single and put a comment for multi-line. So the comment, you can write anything. I'm watching you now. So when you finish, I will tell you to present one by one so you can see your screen. So go now and do that fast.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir.
I'm hearing you.
Sir, can you please repeat how you will run your Python in Sublime Text?
How to run Python in Sublime Text? I said,
Sir.
please, somebody is asking question. Just listen. When the person is true, you can answer. You can ask. To run it is just you go to this place. They wrote tools. When you click on tools, you will see build. Are you seeing build here?
Yes.
You click on the build. So the shortcut is just press your Control B, B for boy. So just press Control B, it will run it. Control B is the shortcut. So that's build. So go and do that now. I'm giving you just 3 minutes to do that. Be fast. By 10:51, I will call you. I will say everybody to present and show me your work. Please be fast. We don't have much time. Fast. So go to your Sublime test now.
So after we are there in Sublime Text, what should we do next?
Solomon Itamaso, please. I gave an instruction. I said print your name, first name, surname, and the name of your school, and put a comment on top of it. So you just have 2 minutes left. So remember to save the file as .py if you have not saved the file yet. Remember we said we talked about saving files according to the name of the program. So this is a Python program, so it is .py.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, please, should we do it it in our can we do it in our VS code?
You can do it in your VS Code. Anyone, I told you, we installed this in that day now, the extension, Python extension in your VS Code. So you can do it in your VS Code, so you can save it.
Yes, sir.
Anyone, you can do it.
Okay, sir.
So who has finished so you can present? Who has finished? Who has finished?
So you said that we should make a new file with our first name, surname, first name, last name, and the name of our school.
It's not what I said. The file, you can call it anything, but remember to end it with .py. It's not the file I'm talking about now. I've taught you how to create file. What I said is inside your text editor, either VS Code or your Sublime Text. What you are going to write is, you are going to code is just print your, just write print. You open a parenthesis, put quotation mark, print maybe Solomon a Tamaso. You close it. You go to the next line again. Print the name of my school is Brainees Academy, Brainees Towers International School, Mina. That's all. You now go on top of your code now and write a comment now showing that this is my biodata or this is my information. That's simple. So who has finished so they can present? Abdullah, are you true?
No.
Okay. Why it's taking time?
So the first, you said that we should make this thing with either VSC or Sublime Text.
Yes.
Now said that we should write our first name, last name, name of our school, and edit with, and you say we should end the file with .py.
Solomon.
Sir?
Please, what do you listen to now? I have taught you how to create a file, is it not? Can you look at my destiny now?
I mean, that is what I heard.
It's not I will kick you out of this class. So what is your problem? Where are you now? Are you in VS Code or in Sublime Text? Which one? Which one are you?
VS Code.
No, it's not.
Are you seeing my screen now?
Yes, sir.
So let me open VS Code now. I don't know how many times I will teach you this. I've taught you how to create a file. You're supposed not to be asking me how to create a file by this time, Solomon. You don't need to be asking me. Create a file and call it anything you like.
So I've already created a file.
And I say inside it now, do what I say you should do. You were in the class last week and you were taught on how to print something out. You write print, open a bracket, put a quotation mark, and now type inside it. That's what we said. Just 2 lines of print. The first print, your name, first name and last name, that is Solomon Etamaso. The second print is just the name of your school. That's what we said. I hope that is done now. So who is presenting now? Present it now. So share your screen now since you are true.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, I don't have Python interpreter.
You did not download it that day.
I did, but it's showing me select interpreter.
Let me see your screen. Let me see your screen. Present your screen, Heritage Jojo.
Sir, I think I'm through.
Who is that? Solomon Itamason?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wait, let Heritage finish so that you can present your own. Please always be listening to instructions when they give instruction. Instructions are very, very good. That's why I resorted to doing this thing on YouTube so that later you can come back and look at it.
So are you seeing it?
What did you say?
We are all seeing it.
Wait, remove your hand. Let me see. User debut. That's my Python class. It worked now. Is it not this one we used that day? Okay, you have not selected an interpreter. There is no interpreter
Yes.
there. Go and select an interpreter. Click that place. They vote interpreter. See that place. They say Python. No, now Python was installed that day now. Click that place. Click on that interpreter again. Click on the interpreter again. No, don't go there. Don't go there. You're clicking on nothing. Just cancel that and you open. Click on that interpreter here. You see the way they vote that in now? Can you count that in now? That in they vote there. Slash app data slash local. Can you count that in? Just type
Slash
it.
app data.
The way it is written there, just type it.
On the select interpreter.
Yes. Now that place. So no, use that enter interpreter part. Enter interpreter part. Click on that plus sign. That
Okay,
plus
let
sign.
me write it first.
No, just click on the enter this thing.
Let me write it.
Just click on it. It will take you to your system now. Find browse your browse. Yes, click on it. So go down. Let's see your system. Be going. Go to that place. They vote local disk. Click on the local disk. So what's your name? I hope you are seeing it. So local disk. Look for program files. Look at that program files. The one that have program files. Click on it. Solomon, please, you can mute yourself. We are getting background noise. Look for Python. Did you see Python? Oh, yeah,
No.
go back so that you go to that one. They vote. Go back. So you go to that one. They vote program 86 files. Go back. Go to that one. They vote program files 86. You will see Python there now. So go down. You'll see Python. There's no Python there too. Go back. Just go back. Sumaya, please, you can mute yourself. Go. No, I don't say you should go back. Just click on that local disk. Click on the local disk. The local disk down. Click on users. See users there. Users. Click on. Where did you even install that in that day? Is it? Who is Debbie? Is it your brother?
Debbie. My mom.
Oh, okay. How do you install that in that day? Click on public. Let's see public. Click on public. No. Go back to Debbie. Go to David. Check down. It's not there. Just close this thing. Let's go and look for that name. Copy that name the way it was written. Copy that thing. Click on it again. Click on that select interpreter again. Click on it. You copy that name and do it fast. So Solomon in terms of present, you copy that thing and do it fast. Copy the way it is written. The capital letters. Look at it very well. So don't put the dash. Just slash from the slash. So Solomon in terms of you can share your own now. Solomon in terms of share your own so that we can watch your own screen.
Sir, please, what's the name of the extension?
Python.
Yes.
Just show me your own screen now. Wait,
Only Python.
Yes, only Python. Yes. Solomon, are you true? So you can show us your own. Abdullah, you can show us your own. Solomon is not. I don't know whether he left or what. Show us your own screen so that we can see what you are doing. Heritage, go and do that thing. You can. Okay. You can stop sharing. Okay, Solomon is presenting. So Solomon, show us the code that you just did. You see that there's an error. You forgot what you learned last week. When you write print inside it, we said you should put a quotation mark, open and close. Don't forget it. Open and close. There should be a quotation mark. Don't forget it.
Sir, that is what I did. I did it before. Then it was now showing me red.
Yes, now it will show now.
Sir, see.
Yes, it's correct. It's not an sheet now. It's correct. Open and close. The red means you have not closed it. When you close it, it will now turn to yellow. Now I've on it now. Click on that one by the left hand side. Not that one. That one is HTML, Solomon. Click on the one by the left hand side. The one on top. The one on top. I've on it now.
No.
Slash
that mark is the
no,
other
the
way.
second one. One without the bugging. One without the bugging.
Sir, the slash I'm having is the other way around though.
No, look for the other one.
Sir, they are saying I should find Python extension.
Click on Python extension now. Oh, you don't have it. No, leave it. You have clicked on it already.
Sir, I should go back.
Just use the other just go to that go back to that place. Yes. Click there now. Click that place. Go to that thing that looks like music something by the right hand side. By the right hand side at the edge. That one that looks like music something. Music to play music. Have you seen it? Click on it now.
Sir.
Yes, click on it. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Click on it. So Abdullahi, have you seen the Python extension? So you can see your own Solomon Itama, so it's coming up. Have you seen it now, Solomon?
This is what you showed me.
Yes, now see the answer there now. That's the output. We call it the output. Solomon Itama, so Payment Tower School. You can see it. So your code is correct. So
yes, sir.
So kudos to you. Let's see Abdullahi, let me see your own.
Sir, I should stop presenting.
Yeah, stop presenting. Just wait for the next thing. So you are doing good now. Please just be listening. David Paul.
Sir?
You are coming to the class late, so just continue to follow us. Later you can watch it on YouTube. And please,
11 o'clock.
It's okay. I know the time. So please, next time when they give instruction or time, make sure you follow the time. Please, make sure you follow the time that was given.
Sir, I can't see the other hash, the other slash.
The other one in your system, I told you how to do it now. Heritage. I've told you how to do. Go to online, go to Google, type /. You copy it from Google. Whenever you have challenge with your keyboard, Always use the online. It makes life simple. That's what we said now, so remember that. Who is presenting now? Abdullah is present now, so that we don't waste much time.
Yeah.
You said?
I think Abdullah has left.
Okay. Favor Ojo, can you have you presented? Are you through with that thing you are doing?
Sir, he has presented.
Favor Ojo? No, he has not presented. He was showing me an error he's having in the system. Are you through with that in Favor? I am sorry, Heritage.
So I'm doing it.
Okay. You are taking time, or you are taking time. Please just be fast so that we can continue this later.
I can't hear you.
We are not talking anything. We are waiting for. Oh, Heritage, I don't think we will wait for you. You are taking time.
Sir, it's like a whistle sound is coming from your background.
No, it's not a whistle sound. I know what I'm doing now. I'm typing something on my phone to send to the group. So don't bother. I will end it for you soon. Heritage, are you true?
That will soon be done.
Okay.
Almost done.
So before you are done, everybody please go to that link. The link I sent now, please. The link I sent now, please check it in the group. Have you seen it? Check the link I just sent now. Please click on it and go to YouTube and subscribe on my channel, please, so that next time you will not be looking for the channel. Just click on it. You'll see where they write subscribe and subscribe on it. Please do that in 1 minute.
Well, sir, what if some
what?
of us don't have YouTube in our systems
You
of phone?
don't need YouTube in your system. It's web. Just click on it. It will take you to the web. Just click on it. Just click on the link that you saw in the chat. Open the chat, click on the link I sent. It will just take you to YouTube, and you click on subscribe. When you click on subscribe, you come out and come back to the meeting. Just do that in 2 minutes. That's all.
So I see this one that said Python class Brainees.
Yes, two Python class 2. That's the one.
Okay, sir.
Have you done the subscription?
Watching it
David,
now.
have you done? No, I don't say you should watch. I say just click subscribe. The place they vote subscribe. Have you clicked subscribed? Have you seen the place they vote subscribe?
So where did they show subscribe?
By the right hand side, you will see where they vote subscribe.
So I mean, I'm not seeing anything.
Where will I?
What's your name? David Paul. Have you seen it? David Paul.
Sir Abdullah has joined.
That mine did not work. Though.
Who is that? Solomon Etamaso.
Sir?
So let me show you what I mean by subscribe. Abdullahi,
Shall come and see my own.
okay, do fast so that we can see your own. I'm yet to see your screen.
Yeah.
Shall you seen it?
Not yet. Your screen has not shown.
None of us are seeing it though.
Okay, we can see it now. So just go to the code now. Go to the code so that we can see what you have done.
Can you see it now?
We have not seen it yet. Just click on the code. Let's see it. What are you using? Sublime Text or VS Code?
Sublime.
Okay. We are yet to see it. It seems like your network is very bad. We can't see it yet. We can't see it yet. We can't see it yet. Oh, Joe, are you true?
Can you see it now?
Yes, now. Yes, we can see it now. So, let me see the. No, would not say put. You did. There is an error in that code. Though. You said print. You now put equal to. Is that an equal to? After print, what did you write?
Yes.
No, not equal to. You don't do the bracket. You just do print. Remove those equal to. That's the wrong code. So, where is the Python that you installed? Where is it? I can't see it.
I have done that.
Where is it now? Because I can't see anything there. Let me see it. Let me see. Where is it? Okay, you said you have not downloaded Python now. It cannot work since you don't have Python.
Yes.
You cannot. It cannot work since you don't have Python yet. You must have the Python programming language first, not the extension. You must have the language first before you now go and download the extension. So you don't have the language. So check it now. Go to the this thing and let me see the one you download now. Fast. Be fast in doing it so that we'll go back to what we're doing. Go to your Google Chrome now. Go to that python.org. So who has done what I said you should do? David,
So I still don't understand what you're trying to say about that subscription.
have you gone to the this thing?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Okay. Just wait. This guy will do it for us. You see it what he did. Please.
Is it not that YouTube home? So I'm there.
Calm down. Let's watch Abdullahi. Let him finish this thing. He will do it also for us. Not that one. Don't click on that one. Go down. Be going down. Just be going down. Abdullahi. Abdullahi. Sorry, Muhammad. Muhammad, we can't hear from you. Okay, Solomon, please. Yes, we can see your screen now. Just go to Google Chrome and show us the place you clicked. Go to Google Chrome now. Oh, sorry, you are using this thing. Why are you using that? Go to that video now. That place you clicked on the video. Click on that video, yes.
For the
That first one, the one about Python class 2. Right click.
no sir.
Right click on it. Right click on it. No, I said right click. Open it, yes, open it in a
Sir, that's what I did now.
right, click on open
It's
it.
showing me open link in new tab.
Yes, click on it. Yes. So open it now, open it. Okay, your YouTube is your mommy puts this in there. Okay, no problem, just leave it. Your mommy put restriction on it. Okay, get started. Click on get started, yes. Click on that thing. Click on your
Yes sir, she has gone out.
Just click on it.
Sir, I found Napton extension.
Okay. She's not around.
Sir,
3.6.
Okay. So you don't know the password. Do you know the password?
yes sir.
Okay. Oh yeah, click on the password now.
If not, she could have.
So just leave it. When she come back, you can do it. So although everybody, please help me subscribe on that thing so that you can be seeing what we are doing. So Solomon, you can stop presenting. Abdullah, are you ready now?
Yes.
Please present. Be fast. You are taking time.
It's about time. Sir, this is 11:17. Or in other words, 17 minutes past 11.
Yes. Let's wait for him to present. So show us the thing now. Have you downloaded it?
Yeah. No.
So go down. Look for. Just go up small. Go up.
Small.
No, go to download. That place is able to download. You click on Windows. Download. Not that one. Click on Windows. Windows. So go and look for. Go down. Be going down. You see Python 3.7 or 3.8. Look for one there. Be going down. That one is 3.10. Be going down. That's 3.10. Be going. 3.9. Click on 3.9. Click on any 64-bit now in 3.9.
3.8.
Do you see 3.8 there? Can you see 3.8 there? See that
yes,
one?
but there's no file.
There's no file. Leave that one. Go to 3.9. The one they bought 3. Okay, see another 3.8. No file in it again. So use 3.9.
Uncle.
Use 3.9.
Uncle.
What's that, David?
They said the video is no longer available.
No, the video is available. Go to YouTube itself. Don't go to that link. Go to YouTube itself and search for that name.
YouTube.
It's okay, Solomon. Please, Abdullah, be fast now. Click on. See that one. They bought 64-bit. Yes, click on it now. Yes. So it will be downloading. Yes. So we'll continue our class while it continues to download. So let me stop. So stop presenting so I can present my screen. So let's still go back to the class. So David, you can do that later. So are you seeing my screen now? I guess you're seeing my screen now.
Not yet, sir.
Alright. So everybody, please make sure you have Python downloaded in your system as we have talked about it. Download the actual one that you can enter.
Sir, I can't hear you.
I said download the actual Python that can enter your system. For Abdullahi and the remaining ones that will be coming up later. I'm not saying it for the purpose of the video sake. So they should download the Python so that we'll not be having challenge of somebody downloading Python in our class.
So
Yeah?
it is done downloading.
Okay.
They
Just
done that already.
just wait before the end of the class. I'll tell you what you're going to do. So let's continue the class. So I don't waste our time on that. We have said that in the last video. So assuming you watched it, you would have seen what we did. So where did we stop? We stopped at Python comments. So somebody should give me a breakdown of what is a comment again in 2 minutes. David, Paul, were you around? Or Ojo?
Sir, can I try?
Solomon, it's time so you can try. So what is comments? What is Python comments?
Python comments are important to explain Python codes. They can be used to make the code more readable.
Okay.
They can also be used to prevent execution. And we also talked about how to create a comment.
So how do you
Creating comments always starts with hashtag.
a hashtag? Okay. That's for a single line
A
comment.
comment does not
Continue.
a comment does not have to be the text that explains the code. It can also be used to prevent Python from executing code.
Okay. Like I have explained that before.
Example.
No, don't read that thing I have there. I said,
Yes, sir.
what did you understand
Example.
what did you understand by that? What did I say that you can use it to do? That you want a code. Remember, whatever you type in your Python code now, we show to the people. But if you don't want people to see it for now, maybe you want to write, that's the message you want to write on your birthday. Just like I said, they're going to
What you are doing.
You can use a comment to make people not to see it. You understand? So that maybe when it's close to your birthday now, you now remove the hashtag so that people can now see it. So you can make your website full, and when it is close to the date you want them to see it, you can remove the hashtag. We are okay with that now. So let's go to variables now. Python variables. So David, Paul, can you read what you are saying? Python variables. David, Paul, are you with us?
So I'm not seeing your screen.
Yes, but I cannot see anything.
You cannot see.
Yes, I can't see your screen too.
You can't see my screen.
I can't see your screen.
Abdullah, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wait, sorry. I thought I shared it.
No.
Okay. I guess you can see it now.
No, sir.
No.
Just wait, it's coming up. Hey, who's doing that? Please stop.
Solomon, what is that?
So let me share the screen now. Okay, I guess you can see my screen now. Are you seeing it now? Are you seeing me now?
No, sir. Not yet, sir.
But it's showing that I'm presenting now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm seeing it now, sir.
Alright, so Python variables now. Let's start now. So, David, Paul, can you see it now? So you read for us.
Not yet, sir.
David, Paul, you can see my screen now. David, Paul. Okay. If he's not there, I can see I'm sharing.
Sir,
They said
sir,
the
we are
plan-
seeing it.
So,
So the only thing that is showing is Jerry Brown Ventures.
just calm down. Calm down. You will see it. I wanted to check the David Paul. That's why. You are seeing it now.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we said variables are containers for storing data. So data, when we say data means information. So variables are containers, just like you have a pot in the kitchen that you use in cooking food. We can put water inside the pot to boil it for tea. You can put rice inside it. You can put beans. You can put any type of food inside it. So variables are containers. That means the pot where we store things. So we said,
Sir, it has finished downloading.
just wait. When we are through, I will tell you what I'm going to do next. Let's just finish the class. Are we okay? So we said Python.
Sir, you were saying?
Yes, I said Python variables are like a pot, that's containers where we store something. So when you see a variable has a name. Just like you can see in an example now, you can see we have x is equal to 5. That x is a variable. Now this 5 is what is inside it. So what it means that we stored 5 inside x. So if we want to show what is inside x, we just need to say print x, and we'll now see what is inside. We will now see maybe it's somebody's number, somebody's age, somebody's money, or whatever you put inside it. So you can see the first variable here, we call it x.
So I'm not seeing your screen.
Solomon, I see my screen. You can see my screen.
Yes,
now.
I'm seeing your screen clearly.
Heritage, you can go
I can
out.
see your screen.
Heritage, you can go out and come in. It's not only you, everybody seeing my screen. You can go out and come in.
Heritage, refresh your page.
It's okay, Solomon. So we said what do you call it?
Okay, sir.
Let me try one now. So let's do one here. So let me go to that program again and clean the thing we did before. So Python variables are very, very important. That's the major thing you're going to be using in Python. Unlike in HTML, we don't create variables in HTML because they are just for structuring. We said it before. HTML is just to structure the web page and website, while CSS is for styling. But when we now start doing things like Python now, you will now start creating what is called variable. That means where you will store all those information we have in our HTML. Where are we going to store them? We store them now in this something like Python now, using a variable. So just 1 minute, my system is a bit hanging. I guess you can still
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. You still have
Sir, me, I can see it, I'm not sure about the rest.
Oh, okay. They are seeing it. So far as you are seeing it, everybody's seeing it.
Me too, I can see it.
Yes. So just give me some minutes before I let this thing open. Alright. So any question for now so that we can be answering it as this thing opens? Any question for now? Any question for now? Are they having me at all? Any question for now? All right. I believe there is no question, so. All right. Let me go back to the note. Maybe that thing is not opening. I don't know why it's not opening. So you can see that variables, we start with maybe a name. We start with a name. So in variable, we now create what we say it is where you store your data. That's where we store data. Now in data now we have different types of data. Just like in the pot in the kitchen, we can use the pot to store water. We can use it to store rice so that we can cook it. So the same thing happens to data. We have various types of data. We have the ones we call number, integers. Who can remind me what is an integer again in mathematics? What's an integer? Yes, who can tell me what's an integer in mathematics again? Are you with me at all?
Sir, please remove your mouse.
Eh?
I want to check something, sir.
I said, are you hearing me? I'm not here. Abdullah, are you here with us? Ojo?
Master, I don't understand this Python.
Please, Solomon.
Is Mr. Solomon talking?
Please, Solomon. What's your name?
Because I'm not hearing him.
David, later you come and watch the video, please. We have started last week, so you can't just come
Sir, your
today.
mic is off. Your mic is off.
My mic is off.
Your mic is
I don't
off.
understand Python.
Let me check my mic.
Is it the whole of Python you don't understand or small of it?
David, Solomon.
All.
Solomon, stop that.
Hey.
Sir, your mic is off.
Yes.
Take note. Your mic is off.
Yes, I want to work it. I want to work on it. Okay, if I reload this thing, everybody will go out. So let me just.
Mr. Solomon has joined.
Please, it's okay. Please, who has a sharp network there? Please, I'm having a challenge with my network. So you can. Who has a sharp network here?
He has joined back.
Are you hearing me now?
David. Yes, sir, we're hearing you, sir. Me.
It's okay.
Yes, sir.
Please, what's your name? Ojo, please let me share. Go to the class and look for the listen.
Yes, sir.
Please go to the class and look for that material I shared.
I should share my screen.
Who?
Yes, share your screen. The Ojo favor Heritage Ojo. So
Yes.
we can see your screen now.
Yes. He's still presenting.
It's a favor that is presenting. So what you do, go to your Sublime test. Go to your Sublime test for now. I'm not sure I've shared that work with you. Go to your Sublime test. So we are still talking about variables. to your sublime test now.
Something this thing showing me a problem with shortcut.
What is that in?
Where is it showing you?
What is showing you problem with shortcuts?
It's showing me.
Abdul,
Master, I don't understand Python.
please, David, you go and watch the first video, please. We can't do that now. We are moving forward. You go and watch the first video, please.
The video they said is not.
Please, later you chat me personally. Will you talk about that, please? Don't do that here. Please,
So what should I do?
what is the showing you problem? What is the problem? It's not that one I said you click. I said you show me your sublime test where you are coding. Just show me your sublime test. Or Muhammad, show me your own if you are the one. Just show me your sublime test. Let's use your sublime test and work for now.
Okay.
Let me wait for my own. That's what I'm saying. My sister,
People only has BSc.
he doesn't have this thing.
So I'm not sure.
It's okay. Muhammad, please share your own. Let's see your sublime test. Let's use your own sublime test for now, as I'm working on my system.
Okay, so.
Okay, that's great now. That's great. So we talked about Python variables now, that they are containers. So go down now. Ojo, please. Heritage, please stop sharing. Let's see. Muhammad, please go to your sublime test. Ojo, please stop sharing. Stop sharing. So that, yeah, that's great. Ojo, stop sharing. Okay.
Yes, I can't see it.
Yeah, you should be seeing it by now. Are you seeing it now?
No, sir, not yet.
But it's showing that I'm presenting.
No, sir, it's not.
Who is sharing? Who is sharing?
Nobody is sharing, sir.
Why is my own not?
Nobody is sharing.
Somebody is doing something. That's why.
So maybe you should refresh your page.
No, I've refreshed my page. That one is not a problem again. I've done that. All right. So we talked about variables, that they are containers. So we store variables with names. We store variables with names. Maybe I will give you access to that class, that notes, before the class is over. I'll give access to the notes.
Yes, sir, we stopped at creating a variable.
I guess you can see my screen now. So my screen is showing now. So we stopped at creating.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
So we talked about creating variables now. You just give me this now. You are saying it now.
Yes, sir.
All right.
But I'm not seeing what you're saying about that.
About what?
Sir, you pass the place.
Mm,
About that creating variables.
okay, let me go
Yeah,
back.
pass the.
Yes, I'm coming. Let me go back to that place. I don't know why my system is disturbing me. Is it it? Okay. Please let me refresh this page, please, so that I will know what is the problem. So if you have any question, you can ask now so that let me refresh my page. Yeah, any question you can be asking now.
Yes, I have a question.
So what's the question?
He said that variables do not need to be declared with any particular type. What does that mean, sir?
Okay.
When you say that type, what does that mean?
I told you that just like in the kitchen, where you put things in the pots, with you can put food, you can put water inside your pot. Inside variables we can store many things, and those things we store, they are of different types. We call them data types. Data means information. So the information, for example, now if you go to bank to withdraw money, are you going to press your name in the on the ATM machine? It's only money you're going to press, is it not? Only numbers, is it not?
Yes, sir.
That's a data, so that's number. But when you are filling, maybe your school now is doing registration, they ask you to fill the form online. You're not going to fill only numbers alone. There is a place they will say put your name. That your name is ABCD. We call it strange. That's a data type. So we have numbers,
Sir?
numbers, strange, STRI,
Sir, please come again. You said that you will call it what?
strange, STRING. We call it strange. So let me still go back to it now, so that I guess you can see it now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But you're in Python comments.
Huh? Yes, I'm Python comment
Sir,
today.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's the question? I'm listening.
It is under HTML.
Uh, okay, my system is really.
Sir, if you are finished coding our HTML program
Okay.
and we want everybody to see it,
Yeah.
how do we do it?
For HTML or
Yes,
Python,
sir.
which one is we want everybody to see?
HTML.
Like everybody, like how? What do you mean
Like
by?
you share it on the whole Google.
Okay, you want to sit in the whole Google. Okay,
Yes.
okay. We have not reached that level. That will be what we will do. When I said, you were here when we started, Abi? So we said one of the things we are going to do in this
Yes,
class
sir.
is to create a personal website that we will use for ourselves, so that when somebody say, please, who are you? You just say, please go at heritageojo.com and go and know about me. So you put everything about you that somebody can come there and give you a work. Somebody can come there and do anything with you. We call it a personal website. You understand? So I'm just creating one now. What do you say? I'm not getting you heritage. They have like
Sorry, you're explaining now. Continue.
okay, so you have gotten that now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any other question? My system is really misbehaving. I don't know what's happening. It's saying the level of the call. I don't know. It's really misbehaving. You can see I'm trying to do everything possible to get it back. So let me see whether it will allow me to go to Sublime Text now. So it's not still allowing me to go to Sublime Text. Wow. Please, Muhammad, please can you share your screen again, please? Let's use that screen. I don't know. This thing is really, really misbehaving. Just share the screen again. So inside your this thing now, go to your Sublime Text now. Go to your Sublime Text. Okay. Just go to your Sublime Text. You are not yet in your Sublime Text. Apply. So let's save it now with let's save the first one. So let's go down. Yes, I'm hearing you.
Sir, for me, show me that you are here 3 times. JD Brown Ventures 1, JD Brown Ventures 2, JD Brown Ventures presenting.
Yes, I'm connected with my phone. My system is misbehaving. Yes, so my system is misbehaving. That's why I'm using my phone so that I can be talking. Be waiting for my system to come up. So we are okay with that. So Abdullah, now you type. Let's start with a variable now. Let's type. Assuming we want to write somebody's name now, we can say name. So name, we start a variable with the name of the variable, and the next thing that follows is now equal to. So you type now name equal to. You can type Abdullah. Abdullah, Muhammad, we're still waiting for you.
That your laptop is charged.
So I guess you're seeing my own screen now. Are you seeing my own screen? Who is that now? Who is that? Solomon. Solomon, mute yourself if you are making noise. A timer, so. So maybe you stop sharing. I think my system is back. Let me. I guess I see my screen now. Abdullah, I see my screen. almost even beating the time. Solomon. Solomon. Heritage, are you there? Heritage. Please, we'll be ending here. We'll be stopping here for today. So that let me check what is happening to my system. It's not enough. And the analyzer we wanted to use is not. It's not coming up. So. Are you with me? Your mics are you are mute. Unmute yourself. Solomon and David, you are here. David Paul. Huh? So I said. Yes, yes, yes. So the thing you're going to do, just click on it. Can you show me your screen? Let me show you what. So the other ones, especially David, now that you don't know what to do, please watch him as he's doing his own. Solomon, the Tamason, and Heritage, they were here last week, and they know how to install Python. So if you are not too busy, you can leave the class. But if you want to stay, you can still stay back and still watch again. So it's really good. So you can show me your screen, Muhammad, so that we can. I want to go out. The screen, my system is not responding. I don't know why.
Hello, can anybody hear me?
We are yeah.
Oh, yes,
when we are saying you should
stop talking in this place now. Maybe we should focus. Yes.
Yes, Muhammad, I said you should show us your screen so that we see how you installed it. Be fast in doing that, please. I want us to go by highest 10 minutes past 12 because this class is supposed to end by 12. Muhammad,